This is the 8th video. Subject is not a part of the predicate. Subject is not a part of the predicate. जो predicate है सेंटेंस के दो पार्ट्स हैं. सब्जेक्ट एक पार्ट है, प्रेडिकेट दूसरा पार्ट है. सब्जेक्ट जो है वो प्रेडिकेट का हिस्सा नहीं होता है. ठीक है. दैट्स द रीजन व्हाई agreement becomes an important part, very important part of sentence formation. There has to be agreement in order to form a sentence. Agreement has to be between the subject and the predicate. Okay? Principles and parameters become more apparent at the level of sentences. Principles and parameters become more apparent at the level of sentences. So when we take sentences, it will make more explicit the principles and the parameters underlying the language, the grammar of the language, the generative grammar of the language. Syntax is the study of the rules that govern the combination of words in sentences. So the rules that govern the combination of words in the sentences, how words will come together to form a sentence. That's what is studied under syntax. Next part. Prepositions precede their complements in English. Prepositions precede their complements in English. On the table. The complement here is the NP, which is the table, right? Preposition precedes. So here is on the table. Preposition precedes. Postposition come after the complements. So here's the complement. Here's the complement. And the postposition will come. This was the complement. The postposition will come after the complement. So this is the complement. This is the postposition. So postpositions come after their complements. This is the complement. This is the postposition in our language, as in table per. Table per. Okay, that's postposition. Colorless green ideas sleep furiously. A dog was reading in the library. These are grammatically good sentences, but semantically null. That defines the independence of syntax. Now, the independence of syntax is seized by studying such sentences as in colorless green ideas sleep furiously, because it has no meaning. So syntax is not independent. Here the independence of syntax is seized because a sentence may be grammatical but not meaningful at the same time. It has to be both. Sentences are composed of units that are combined by rules. So units combined by rules makes sentences. These rules explain how speakers store infinite knowledge in the brain. So how does a speaker store infinite knowledge about language in the brain? it uses rules of combining those units, and that's how he ends up storing that many rules, that many knowledge, that infinite knowledge of language in the brain. Okay, so now a very explicit system of rules specifying what combinations of basic elements result in well-formed sentences is the generative system. Explicit system of rules specifying what combination of basic elements result in well-formed sentences is generative system. So explicit system that tells you that these are the combinations which will result in sentence is generative system. This was given by Noam Chomsky in 1950s,